Hi Paige! It is 12:22 a.m. Friday morning and the world hasn't ended. So since Christmas is in 4 days, I figured now would be a good time to maybe do one of those tag videos those other YouTubers are doing all the time. Right? Trendy stuff is good. First question is, do you start your holiday shopping on Black Friday or wait until the last minute? I start holiday shopping like in June because I am bad at doing things like themed for seasons, so if I see something that I think somebody will like, I sort of get it. Just wait until there's an appropriate time to give it to them, so like if somebody's birthday falls before Christmas, that'll be their birthday gift, but usually it's like a winter holiday gift. So I usually have almost everybody under control by the time gift giving time comes around, even though in my family, we don't do a lot of the gift giving. I usually just get gifts from my father, my stepmother, and the kids' siblings, but my other side of the family, we don't really exchange stuff. I, of course, get stuff from my mom, but everybody else on that side of the family, or like extended family, there isn't really a lot of gift exchange happening. If you could be in any Christmas movie, what would it be? I would be in A Christmas Story because it is a perfect Christmas movie. Which is better, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? When I was younger and I would go to my cousin's house for Christmas, I sort of hate both. I'm really terrible at sleeping. I have been terrible at sleeping since I was like born. So Christmas Eve was always a big problem for me because I had all this anxiety leading up to Christmas Day and I wouldn't be able to sleep at all and everybody else is unconscious and I'm just like sitting there awkwardly awake, so I really didn't like that. Christmas morning was a very high anxiety experience in that household. Everybody was super focused on like gifts and speed and unwrapping things. I would just sit there like paralyzed. This is again not because I don't think either is fun, but because I'm crazy. Like when I was about 8 or 10, I would get so stressed out about having to open gifts and like react and like experience things that I actually had to break up the gifts I had gotten and open them slowly over a couple weeks because it stressed me out so much. So I'm gonna say neither is better. When does the family put up the Christmas tree and who decorates it? Sort of a weird question because I've always traveled for Christmas. Back when my parents were together and we were celebrating Hanukkah, you know, we would all just like pull out the one menorah and light it, and that was like a together thing. Later, when we were going away for Christmas and Hanukkah wasn't in the picture anymore, usually it was at, again, my cousin's house, and they had decorated it weeks before because we were coming up like, 2 days before Christmas and whatever. When we were doing it at my grandparents' house, they also had already put the tree up and had decorated it. I think they would put it up like a week before, but I'm not really sure. White lights or colored lights? I am a fan of colored lights. I like things to look trashy and homey, and I think colored lights do that very well. Are you guilty of peeking at your presents or do you like a surprise? That is a hard question because I am not guilty of peeking at presents, but I also really don't love surprises. When I open a gift, I am way more focused on making the person who gave me the gift feel like I'm really appreciating it than I am actually like reacting to it. So like surprise gifts or like weird left field stuff is like it's totally high anxiety for me, so I don't like surprises, but I also don't peek. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house or in Santa's workshop? It depends on the climate. If it were a place that had a high rate of precipitation or like high humidity, I would probably rather live in the workshop because gingerbread houses aren't super structurally sound. But if it was like the desert or somewhere that didn't rain a lot or didn't have a lot of humidity, I would definitely choose gingerbread house because Santa's workshop seems like it might have some weird, creepy slavery vibe happening, which I'm not really into. Tell us your Christmas Eve traditions. I don't really have them. Oh, that sounds bad. I hope you have them. Please make up for this. If you could be under the mistletoe with anybody, who would it be? I'm gonna say printmaking. No. Yeah, I'm gonna say printmaking because I am in an open relationship with printmaking. Oh, cop-out answer, but I don't care. Have you ever gone Christmas caroling? I have once in high school with my friend Katie. Katie, her family's Catholic and she did go to church every week. Her church group was doing caroling and she very nicely brought me with, and it was very strange because one, I can't sing at all, and two, we went into some weird fucking houses. We went into one where the woman had a black velvet painting of Jesus, and it had like the Mona Lisa eyes, so it followed you wherever you were. And it was terrifying to like just be singing and awkwardly, I mean, I was, everybody else was being professional. I was just staring at this like terrifying black velvet Jesus painting. Yes, I have been Christmas caroling once. And that was that. Do you count down to Christmas? I don't. What are some foods and other holiday-themed treats that you can count on having every holiday season? Gelt. Waxy, gross chocolate coin things. So good though. The fact that I'm vegan sort of like takes away from a lot of the like family sharing food situations for me, which I'm not complaining about, obviously, like, duh, my life choices, but for the past like 7 years I've sort of not been in the same food category as everybody else in my family. Fuck, gelt and those chocolate oranges that you smash into stuff and then break them apart. Those are like number one. Every Christmas of my entire childhood has experienced that. And the last one is the rough one. Has Christmas kept its magic for you as you've grown older, and if so, how? I don't know if Christmas ever entailed any magic for me. Christmas was always just sort of like a, oh, this is nice. I've never had that sort of like grand illusion of Christmas time, even though I like really want to. I still like this time of year, and I like the celebration of light that is prevalent in most cultures in this time of the season. So let's light this shit up. Now a dance break because the apocalypse didn't happen. Woo!
Elle me dit c'est ta vie, fais ce que tu veux, tant pis. Un jour tu